guys, how are you?
Hi, everybody. How are you today? Not much going on today in celebrity news. Just a couple stories I wanted to share with you. Perry's still sick. He's out, so I'm rolling solo. And I think I hear an echo. Might be because I have the door closed. So today we're going to talk about Wendy being wandering around disoriented, being spotted in a robe with no shoes on. It is what it is at this point, people. I don't even think I can talk about it anymore. I'm just going to update you on what's going on and we're going to move forward. We're going to talk about Karlie Redd being unrecognizable after her plastic surgery. We're also going to talk about Nicole Linton, the girl that was in the car crash in LA. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Omarion, talking about what goes on behind the scenes and making it very clear that every member of B2K needs some kind of mental health intervention. Everyone, no one's better than the other. And then, if I have time, I'm going to talk about the viral pastor that went viral yesterday because he wanted his, he tore into his congregation because they didn't donate. We gotta make room for that because that is a mess, people. That is a mess. But unfortunately, let's start. Oh, also, if you haven't already signed up for Perry's hotline, don't forget to do it. It's 1-702-553-3288. All right. And get well soon, Perry. Perry's never been this sick, you guys. He never gets sick. Ever, ever, ever. But I'm holding it down. I'm holding it down. I'm doing everything for Perry. So don't worry about it, Perry. Just get better. All right, let's start out with this Wendy Williams story that I don't want to talk about, that I do not want to talk about. First, let me put up the article. You guys understand my pain. I We've talked about Wendy till we're blue in the face. At the end of the day, if Wendy doesn't want to get help, she's not going to get it. And there's not much more I can say. Okay, but I promise to follow the story. So here we are today. A couple days ago, it was being reported by the Sun magazine. This isn't some shisty magazine. This is the Sun, people, the Sun. So they do thorough investigations on people. They know what they're talking about. So here it is. And I'm going to read off the name of their title verbatim. Okay. It says, "Can't bear it. Wendy Williams sparks concern as she walks around in a robe, barefoot with dirty feet." I'm not making this up. With dirty feet after seeming disoriented in the video. And then they zoom in on a picture of her feet. I'm not joking. Let me see if I can find a better picture. This is ridiculous. Okay. I mean, I get it. You guys got to be thorough with your stories, but did you really zoom in on her dirty feet? They did. They did. They did. Let me put this picture up. What more can we say? I, I don't know what else to say about Wendy. I really don't. See, they zoomed in on the feet. Now this is just a hot ass mess. I mean, I get oh my god, it's a crazy. Okay, her feet was dirty. But the part that's worrisome is that she's disoriented again, probably drunk. It looks like, if you ask me, she's probably either in a hotel or her apartment building, but she's still walking around aimlessly, doesn't know what she's talking about, not making sense again. They're saying not completing her sentences. Um, they said she's losing a terrible amount of weight. That's just what the article says. I can't really see in here if she's as thin as the article's making it out to be. I need her in her boom boom shorts for me to let you know, but they're saying, it's not getting better. That's it. That's all I can say. It's not getting better. Yeah. Poor Wendy. I mean, what can I say? Either you want the help or you don't. And so she's nowhere near ready for help. She's still around Will Selby, and it's just listen, I hope it doesn't get worse, because this is a terrible way to go out, Wendy. I hope you don't OD on something, alcohol, drugs. I hope that doesn't happen. And I hate these reportings. It is what it is. I don't know what to say. Andrea, you said she's got real skin. That's what they're saying. In the article, it says she is terribly frail, thin. That's how they're explaining it, is frail. So I don't know, Wendy. It's just, Wendy. I don't know. I don't even know what more to say. I'm just going to report it and move on. It's just nothing else for me to say. It's a sad situation. We talked about Wendy till we're blue in the face. I promised to follow the story, but what more can I say? So I can't. So I'm going to move on, people. Who do we have next on the list? Oh my gosh. Let's talk about this one. This was crazy. Do you guys remember Karlie Redd from Love and Hip Hop? The beautiful, she's pretty. Really, the beautiful Karlie Redd. I always thought she was just mesmerizing pretty. She's beautiful, but she's fallen into the Hollywood curse. She's gotten plastic surgery. Let me find these pictures. I mean, if I look like that every day, what more can I add to it? What, I wouldn't even want to mess with it. This is the reason I'm scared of plastic surgery. I don't want to be the 1% that went wrong. Okay. And unfortunately, Karlie is the 1%. Okay. So here's her before and after shots. This is Karlie over here with the white behind her, the one that we're used to. This is the new Karlie. Freaking me out, people. It is freaking me out. Okay. She looks a mess. I'm sorry. I don't want to be mean. A woman is allowed to do whatever she wants to her body. And if she wants to mutilate herself, I guess it's her right. But why? Just when I look at this, I think, you sound like Karlie. You say some of the things that Karlie would say. Well, who the hell are you? It is bad. Now, listen. According to the rumors, Karlie has this procedure done. It's called a face transplant. I can't explain it. Don't look for me to make it make sense. It's also the same procedure that K. Michelle has had. So here's K. Michelle when we used to see her. This is her now. I can't. Well, actually, K. Michelle looks better, but still, I just what? It's freaking me out. I think K. Michelle looks better. Karlie, listen, you're taking a risk with these plastic surgeries. Some of them come out good, some of them don't. You don't want to be the one that's not, because once it's done, it's done. You can't reverse it. If you want to look like a Gila monster, go ahead. And once you get it done, and if it doesn't work out, you're going to face backlash like Karlie. They were dragging her, okay? She looks like Jim Carrey in the mask. Y'all are wrong. Y'all are wrong. Did you guys see that movie? I mean, Karlie, people have no feelings when it comes to social media, when it comes to reality TV stars. I don't have any feelings. Karlie, you look a mess. You look a damn hot ass mess. According to the rumor, she was very upset by the public's reaction. What are we supposed to say? Are we supposed to lie? You look she's scary looking. Scary. I'm trying not to be mean here. I'm saying it with love, Karlie. Girl, why? Just what? Let me put the before and after. Why? There was nothing wrong with you. Listen, I grew up in California, and these women are obsessed with plastic surgery. They feel that if one thing is wrong, one thing, just a little bump on the nose job, they feel that they have to be perfect 24 hours a day. There's no such thing. No such thing. You think your feelings are hurt, Karlie. What about ours? We have to look at this mess. Let's see what the super chat says. She needs to get her money back. Unless she's going into the horror movie business. Y'all are wrong. Listen, I can't say I don't blame you. Karlie Redd looks a mess. You were a beautiful woman. What the hell? Are you that insecure? And there's no undoing it. This is how she's going to look for the rest of her life. Now you need to stop here, Karlie, because everyone was dragging you. They were calling you ape face. It's bad. Calling her ape face, saying, oh my gosh, she looks terrible. She started crying. You took a risk. Everybody knows when you get plastic surgery, there's a 1% chance it could backfire. It could look good, like Ashley Simpson. Remember that big horn nose she had? She whittled it down. She looks nice. Let's talk about this new procedure called a face transplant. You have to have the lowest of the low self-esteem to want to change how you completely look when nothing was wrong with you to begin with. It's a mess, people. I'm not us. Oh my God. Y'all are wrong. Patrick said sleeping with the surgeon for free surgery. Y'all are wrong. Something happened. Something is going on. She looks a mess. I'm not going to lie to her. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You look scary. Absolutely scary. She's looking similar to Bonji, to how Tami Roman looks now. She might have an eating disorder. Looks scary. I don't want to talk about Tami Roman because I love Tami Roman. She admitted to having an eating disorder, but today it just so happens. Let me pull this up. I didn't mean to talk about Tami, but since Bonji brought it up, she was scaring the hell out of me. I subscribed to her on Instagram, and so her picture came up. Let me see if I can find this really. People, we have to drill in our heads that God made us the way that we are and we're perfect. Stop trying to change how you look because of the public. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let's talk about Tami since Bonji, because I just got to show to you. I'm not dragging Tami. I'm worried for Tami. I didn't even mean to talk about Tami Roman, but let's just put this up here. Tami is scaring the daylights out of me, and no one's saying anything about it. She says she has dysphiguremorphia, something where she looks in the mirror and she always thinks she's fat. So look at this nice, pretty picture of Tami right here. And even right here, she's too thin for me. But let's just go with today. Oh, I can't, let's see if I can zoom in. I want you to look at her face. Oh, Tami. She looks gaunt in the face. Skeletor. She looks like a skeleton. I love you, Tami. This is no shade. You know you have a problem. You said you have dysmorphia, but what are you going to do about it? Reggie, I'm ignoring you, Reggie. Thank you for the super chat. Reggie. This is a problem. It's a problem in Hollywood. It's no secret that if you're not real thin, they're not going to want to work with you. They used to call me fat at a size 6. They used to call me fat. I'm not a size 6 anymore. I'm size 8. I'm really ballooned. They want you to be a size 2 or 0. This is unhealthy. It has to stop. They nitpick. And the crazy part is, I could see how they fall into the trap. The public nitpicks you apart. Every little thing. They got something to say. You cannot base how you feel about yourself according to the public. Tami, I am worried about you, and I'm praying for you. This is not good. This is not good. I mean, and I like Tami. She's got a lot to, Yeah, she's still married. She's still married to Reggie Youngblood. I mean, it's just, I don't know what to do about it. I don't. Tami said when people tell her she's too thin, she feels complimented. So sad. I'd rather be 14, 16 and alive. She feels complimented. She said she knows she has a problem. You got to do something about it, Tami. You do. Let's see if I can show you guys how rail thin she is in her other picture. She is rail thin. That was not so good. She's rail thin. She won't stop. She's just not eating. Look at this. Look at this one. Look at the girl standing next to her who's a regular size. That's probably like I don't know, 7, 8. Look at Tami's legs. Look at Tami's arms. Tami girl, I love you, Tami Roman. I'm saying this out of respect. You gotta go get help. It sounds crazy. All you have to do is eat and you think she will be better, but it starts in the mind. Now back to what I was saying about this face transplant thing that K. Michelle got. It's a new type of surgery. Just look at the name, face transplant. Why would I want a face transplant? I don't get it. You have to realize that don't base what you think of yourself on public opinion. A lot of times it's somebody behind a face, behind a avatar that you don't even know what they look like, giving their 5 cents. Social media can be a dangerous place. I'm telling you, you cannot fall for the hype. And then if they say it in person, well, I'm sure you've got some problems in your life too. It's crazy. I mean, but the worst part is if they get too big, they can't get jobs. If they're not pretty enough, they can't get jobs. So it's a sick cycle. Sick cycle. It's a mess, people. But let me put her picture up one more time before I move on. Karlie Redd. And to tell you the truth, when someone sent me the story, I did not recognize who Karlie was. I didn't. She looks a mess. Respectfully, Karlie, I know you've got yourself in a jam. You can't get out of this now. And listen, Karlie, if you're listening, don't go try to fix it. You'll look like the Catwoman. Do not go. This is what you wanted. You wanted to look different. You didn't want to look like the old Karlie. So now this is what you got. Don't go trying to mess with your face anymore. You think you look bad now. It could get worse. Thank you, Marcus. It can get worse. Stop. Okay, I'll put the picture back up one more time. Here is how she looks now. You guys are shocked. I was shocked. It's a mess. It's a mess. And she can't do anything about it. So don't think you can go fix it, Karlie. Please leave your face alone. This is how you look. Every time you get plastic surgery, it's a risk. And you knew that. Don't think you can go fix it. Ooh, they're giving her names. Y'all stop. Y'all stop. No, stop. I'm not gorilla effect. Y'all, would y'all stop? Are you totally over Beverly Hills? I missed your recap and discussion on that show. No, I'm not. Didn't I do something about it today? I don't remember, but no, we're not over Beverly Hills. Especially, it's getting to the good part. Love you and Perry. Hope he feels better. Thank you so much, Miller Time. I appreciate it. But yeah. Oh, y'all stop. No, not the lips. Y'all stop. I'm not gonna put it up because listen, she was caught crying over how she looks now. Well, because of the public's reaction, there's nothing she can do about it. We can't call her gorilla face. Y'all stop. Yes, the lips look like Lisa Rinna. I'm going to hell. I mean, look, she took a risk. It didn't work out. Now it is what it is. Karlie Redd. Oh, God. She's trying to compete with the younger generation. Yeah, I agree. Whatever. She was beautiful. Was. Oh, God, it's a mess. It's a mess. Let me try to move on. I'm trying to go early today. Sorry, Karlie, but you are a mess. Let's talk about Nicole Linton. Where is her picture? Do you guys remember the woman that got in a car crash in LA? She's a nurse, was a nurse, took out 7 people. One included a family, a mom, a pregnant mother, her son, and the baby's father. And it's been a mess. So it was reported, I reported a couple days ago that she had 13 car crashes in her history, in her past. Well, today, her attorneys are coming out saying that's not true at all. She doesn't have, now check out the wording. That's not true. She doesn't have 13. They don't say she doesn't have any car crashes in her history. So if we're going to start playing this word game, if y'all going to start playing this word game with me, it's not going to be nice. Because either you have a history of other crashes or you don't. But they just said she doesn't have a history of 13. Is it 11? Is it 12? What is it? So what they decided to come out today, they still haven't formally filed a plea. What they're saying is that she has a history of mental illness. She's been in a mental, I don't want to call it the psych ward. She's been in the psych ward a couple times voluntarily. She checked herself in. So, you know what I say when I hear this? You're setting up for the insanity plea, which is not going to work in my eyes. You can't just take out 7 people, ruin their lives, ruin their family lives, and think you can complete insanity. I go back to what the friend said. You were at a place, you were drinking, you guys were all having a good time, and you got in an argument with your boyfriend. And I'm not letting her out of that. I'm not trying to feel any kind of sympathy for Nicole. I'm not. I have sympathy for the families and the victims she left behind. I'm not trying to be mean to her, but girl, get out of here. Your lawyers are setting you up for the insanity plea. Oh, she didn't know she knew damn well she was doing when she put the bottle to her lips. I'm sticking to what the friend said. I'm not falling for this. It's a mess. It is a mess. And I don't want you guys to say, Sharrell, you're mean. I'm not mean. You know what's mean? When you take out a whole family. You know what's mean? When your family members' bodies are burnt past recognition, and it took them a couple days to figure out that you were the family member missing because they couldn't identify you. That's mean. Has Halloween season already started? Y'all are a mess. I love my chat though. I love the chat. We don't hold back over here. We really don't. But anyway, so they come to the media. Why are you going to the media instead of following the plea? Saying that it's not true that she had 13 car crashes in her past. I'm on to that one. You didn't say it's not true that she didn't have any. So what was it, 11, 10? It doesn't matter. Stop setting up for the insanity plea. And if you came to the media first to see how that would sound in a court of law, now you've got a taste of what it can sound like. I'm not falling for it. And I hope no judge does either, or no jury. It is what it is. Okay? So, let's move on. Oh gosh, let's move on to this Omarion mess. It is what it is. It is a mess. So you guys remember Omarion? There we go. That dude from the band B2K. So let me see here. I can't. Omarion came out today on his Instagram. And, he's talking about things that happened behind the scene on their tour. Can't remember the name of the tour. Let's see if I can pull it up. And one of the things is that he's saying is that we all remember Raz B from the group, who officially came out and said that his cousin, Chris Stokes, had inappropriate, I don't know how to say this. So people say, why do you have to watch your words? Because YouTube has a voice detector. And if you say the wrong words that they don't want you to say, you automatically get flagged. That's why everyone's so careful about what they say. Chris Stokes, we all heard the story, took advantage of him sexually when he was a teenager, full-blown sex, I could say that, with a minor. And it really affected him. And so according to Omarion, Raz B was insensitive to this. Now, if you ask me, and supposedly Chris did Marcus Houston and Raz B, but no one else in the group. Really? Really, Fizz? Nothing happened to you? I just don't believe it. But anyway, Omarion went on and was talking about how J-Boog used this as a weapon against Raz B. I want to look at this, and I'm not buying any of it. Let me tell you why. Let's look at the clip first, and then I'll tell you why I'm just not buying it.
Tell when someone's energy is they're agitated or they're moving around, and he wasn't focused, and he was saying things, and I was just like, yo, what's good?
We find out that what triggered him, what agitated him, was that Boog wore a t-shirt that said, "I don't feel safe." That was clearly a reference to what Raz had said in New York.
Raz B is officially off the tour. I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe because I feel like Chris Stokes is around. I wasn't really picking up that Boog was fucking with his head like that. Why the fuck would you wear the shirt? You know what I'm saying? Why would you do that?
Hey,
get this shit together, man. Y'all don't. Yeah. Some people don't know.
We love you, okay?
I know y'all do.
We love you.
I know y'all do, though.
Moving around.
Now, what I get from that is you could clearly see that Raz B has been affected by what happened to him. And I would be too. I hear when that stuff happens to you, sometimes it takes a lifetime to get over, if you can get over it at all. He needs to be in somebody's therapy office, some therapist's office, because it's really bad. But what I'm not forgetting is that the whole group is a hot ass mess. You've got Fizz sleeping with Omarion's wife, and he's calling them backup dancers. How do you know that J-Boog wasn't wearing the shirt in support? I'm not believing you either, Omarion. You've been dragging your group for the last year and a half. What are you exposing? You think you're making J-Boog look bad, or are you exposing that all of y'all need help? That's what it sounds like. Every single member in that group needs some help. I don't believe that Raz B and Marcus Houston were the only ones affected by Chris Stokes. I don't think that they were the only two he touched. Please. And the way that you guys go after each other, sleeping with each other's wives and sleeping with people's mothers, I ain't forgot about that. The whole group needs to be in counseling immediately. So, Omarion, if you thought by putting out this little snippet of what happens behind the stage, what happened behind the scenes, if you thought that everyone would say, "Oh, J-Boog's such a bad person, Omarion's the good one. He seems," that's not what's happening. Not with me, not over here. I don't believe you, Omarion. I don't think you were the only one not touched. I just don't believe you. And I don't believe that J-Boog will wear a t-shirt that insensitive. If he did, y'all all need help. What this video showed to me is how affected Raz B was by what happened to him, and how Chris Stokes ruined his life, and I'm going to say them other boys. It was a shit show going on behind the scenes. And let me tell you, sick people like Chris Stokes, they don't stop at 1. They don't stop at 2. They don't stop at 3. They had a record of doing these things. And so it's a mess. Omarion, you need to get in somebody's counseling with that group so you can quit bashing your group members every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes. I can't take it anymore. Y'all all need counseling. Whatever happened to y'all needs to be dealt with. And then maybe one day told to the public. Because I just don't believe it. I'm not trying to be a pessimist. You mean to tell me that at night when he did those things, y'all didn't know what was going on? First of all. Second of all, you didn't hear nothing. You in the room, you didn't suspect nothing. And then it didn't happen to you. That group is messed up because of Chris Stokes. And Chris Stokes needs to be in somebody's jail. But you know, Omarion still works occasionally with Chris Stokes. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I'll see what you guys think about it. Those are my thoughts, and I don't think I can change it. All right, let's talk about this one video that's gone viral. Oh my God. There's a pastor. I have to talk about viral videos because they're crazy people. A pastor that's upset with his congregation because they haven't given enough money. I'm not making this up for him to get a watch. So ridiculous. For them to get a watch. I keep saying it. I don't know how many times I have to say it. Just because somebody holds the title pastor does not mean they're playing with a full deck. Let's look at this viral video before I give you guys my opinion.
See, that's how I know you still poor, broke, busted, and disgusted, because of how you've been honoring me.
Ridiculous.
I'm not worth your McDonald's money.
Come on. Come on.
I'm not worth your Red Lobster money.
Oh, Jesus. Come on.
I ain't worth your St. John knit. Y'all can't afford it no how. I ain't worth y'all Louis Vuitton.
Come on.
I ain't worth your Prada.
Come on.
I'm not worth your Gucci.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Mother, I'm saying this, and I promise you, Deaconine, it's not with respect of want. I'm saying it because I want you to understand just what God is saying. I even found out that Movado, you can buy a Movado watch in Sam's.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
And y'all know I asked for one last year. Here it is the whole way in August. I still ain't got it. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Let me kick down the door and talk to my cheap sons and daughters.
That is so ridiculous. I don't know who goes to his church, but I would have answered his question. Am I not worth your McDonald's money? And I said, no, you're not. What? Huh? Pastors like him give the other pastors a bad name. Okay? Remember the flashy pastor we were just talking about a couple weeks ago? They got me scared. What? Listen, when I go to church, they got me scared to tie. I'm going to say it. I can't. They did a remix with R. Kelly too. Oh, you're talking about, a B2K. Those boys weren't safe. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. But this video really went viral. He's a preacher out of Kansas City, Missouri. I can't. I can't. The pastor's giving me tambourine player vibes. And it's shady. Like, what? Please, I'm not giving you shit. So you can go buy a watch? No. No. I'm sorry, you guys. Don't think bad of me, but I'm not giving you a damn thing. No. I can't believe that video went viral and that he's not coming back with some kind of damn apology. Because you got to be embarrassed. You've got to be embarrassed. Let me take a couple calls. Hey, Mel.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Hey, Andrea. Hey, Nina.
Hey, Ian.
Mel, let's start with you. You always crack me up. What do you want to sound off on first?
Mel?
Mel?
Oh, I'm here. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. Now I was gonna say that pastor song. He got that sermon straight out of Living Color because I'm thinking, where in the world did he get that?
He really did.
Yeah, it sounded like he was doing a comedy skit or something.
Yeah, maybe. Let's hope it was. Maybe anything. People will do anything to go viral.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm looking at Mary Cosby a little like she's saying compared to all these other crazy pastors coming out because like you said, that man said you didn't work McDonald's. I said, honey, you didn't even work for a cup of coffee. And that sermon. No, you're not. Absolutely not. My God.
Andrea, do you think we're all set up? It's a setup
for the preacher. No, because you know what the sad part about it. We laughing, but the sad part about it, that kind of behavior goes on in a lot of Black churches. You know what I'm saying? That's why, I don't care what nobody said. That's what my daddy said. You better know the word of the Bible. But unfortunately, you got people who believe everything that comes out of our pastor's mouth. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad because I'm so tired of these jackleg preachers who are trying to get rich, quick, fast, and in a hurry. And churches are not like it used to be where a pastor would get up and preach the word. It's all about what I can get in my pockets and how much I can get in my pockets. So it's saying church is not what it used to be, and that's why you see a lot of people who don't go to church anymore because they don't believe in church anymore. And I want to say, I'm going to say this and I'm going to get off. Wendy Williams, Lord, I can't. Lord have mercy. When I saw the picture the other day and I was telling you about it. When I saw Wendy and that body is so, it's skinny.
It is.
Yeah, you did say that.
Skinny. And then when I saw her feet, I went, oh my God.
Yeah.
So, we can only pray, but Wendy do not want to listen to nobody. We can pray, we can hope, and we can wish. But the sad thing about it, Wendy's going to wake up, and then one day she ain't going to wake up.
You keep telling me that. You got a strong feeling about that. I hope it's not true, but yeah.
It's gone beyond help. It's gone beyond help. She don't listen. And people who are really trying to help her and people who are not trying to help her, it's just a matter of time. You can see it in her face. If y'all notice her face was like lily white.
What's your opinion on this new face transplant that K. Michelle got and allegedly Karlie Redd?
A waste of money. Waste of good money.
Right.
Waste of good money.
True.
I don't blame anybody who's trying to, give themselves a new look. But when you go overboard and go crazy, there's something going on with your mind that you're not satisfied with yourself as a person. These people are wasting good damn money to look like a doggone ugly fool. You want to waste money? Come on out here and help some of them folks that need money. You know what I'm saying? Come on and help some of these single women who got kids and trying to make it the best way they know how. They are busy effing up their face, thinking that they look good. Karlie Redd, you's ugly. You waste your
Andre,
money.
in their defense, tell me your thoughts on this, Nina. If they don't look a certain way, they don't get a job.
Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. But you got to understand the jobs that they're getting. Look at love and hip hop. Come on now. That ain't no real job. What is it paying? You spending your hard-earned money on a facelift. I was actually, when you was talking about this, I'm sitting here looking at love and hip hop right now, the repeat. And I was looking at Karlie Redd's face and I was like, what in the Mary had a little lamb BS you done did to yourself? Because she's from Trinidad, right? So she's a beautiful, absolutely stunning. But I guess, because her attitude sucked, she had to get something to make up for that beautiful face. You know, nobody was looking at that beautiful face anymore. You know, so you know, her butt's bigger, everything is bigger. I was like,
Nina, if you notice on all these shows, Love and Hip Hop, the first thing they do to get big booty,
big
big
booty,
boobs,
big boobs,
big boobs, big
the
boobs,
BBLs,
the
and you
big
know,
lip, big
and
lip.
big lips, and I don't understand that portion because we as black women have always had a certain size lip, but you know I don't understand that. But just like
we already have big lips, that's what you're trying to say. But look, I'm gonna put y'all on the spot. Is Karlie Redd ugly now?
Yeah, she ugly.
Oh,
I'm not
gonna
touching
go
it
as
with a
far as
10-foot
say
pole.
ugly. You know, she just didn't drop down a dime or two because
Mel, tell the truth. Nina trying to be nice.
Look at the side of her
that's
face.
ugly, but I think that's she's ugly right there. But when I was looking at her on TV, she did, you know, and I guess that's TV.
Oh my God.
That's
You know,
before.
she didn't look,
that's before. That was recorded in the past.
But Nina, look at the other side of her face where it's drooping. It's drooping.
Right here. Yep.
Yeah, right there. It's drooping.
And you know the thing about what I don't like about K. Now, K. Michelle's transplant was okay, right? She didn't go overboard, but you just had your whole butt drip. That took 10 or 12
you had a TV show about it,
and you was in so much pain, and then you're gonna go right back up under the knife. Make it make sense.
Exactly.
I can't. But Sharrell, you got super chats because I want to say something about this pastor.
Go ahead.
Listen, my pastor told me he's man. He said, if you don't,
again, your pastor told you what?
He's only man. He is not God. And he said, don't believe what I say. Open up the book. Andrea said it. Open up and know the Bible for yourself. Know the word for yourself. And you know, I just don't get them begging for money. Now, Creflo Dollar now. I went to go see old Creflo. He got it going on. He's a smooth talking man.
Hold on. Did you see my super chat that said Creflo Dollar asked for a jet?
He did ask for a jet and he got it. He got it.
Wow.
Guess what?
He's got an ATM machine in the church. He's got an ATM machine in the church.
That's everywhere. That's everywhere.
Yeah.
They ask for your W-2s now. Some churches. But listen, Sharrell, that just wasn't a jet. Because he had his own jet. That was an upgrade, baby. He wanted an upgrade. Yes, ma'am. He wanted a bigger jet. And guess what his followers did? They got him a bigger jet.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yes.
They got him a jet?
Yes, they did. They got him a screen. It's a screen yard. It's a screen something. It's screen something.
It's nice too. I ain't gonna tell no lie. But I'm like, really, y'all? Like, you don't know God for yourself. This is what I think God done. And I ain't getting all religious. He brought this pandemic on to shut a whole bunch of stuff down. Guess what's happening now? People ain't going into the church like they used to. You churches ain't standing up like they used to. People are...
Nina?
Yeah.
Nina?
But you know, can I say something too?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Mel.
I was going to say something real quick. So I think that, you know what I think that, so this man obviously is a parody of a really good guy. So I want to say this to the audience too. You know what, I think that there are legitimate things that sometimes the church can do in the community that requires money and donation. And so, we definitely want to say that. But when you do come across a person who was in Brooklyn, who did the fake robbery, and you have this situation with this man out here looking like he escaped from Saturday Night Live or something, it does make people believe that maybe, people, the preachers are wanting people to buy jets and things like that. But I do believe sometimes the churches can ask the audience or people in the community and be transparent. Like, this is what I really want to do for our community. And this is
Mel.
No. Right.
Now, if your pastor asks you for a jet,
well, not him.
That's
not
my
him.
cue to get up and get out of there.
Absolutely. I'm thinking smaller churches, legitimate people. I think
smaller churches. Maybe,
I think that. Listen, I think that there are real good people out there doing good work. I just think that sometimes we have these kind of bad apples. That's wanting people to buy them these luxury lives, basically. But I want to say something about the ladies. I just want to say one thing before I let everybody finish. When it comes to the plastic surgery, specifically for African American women. Most of the time, we've always seen, like the lady said, we see them do their chest and their butts. They really stayed out of their face. So now it's a little concerning to see that they're now messing up their faces. So I'm like scared. Like, is there going to be a day that we're going to see Portia now do something to her face?
I hope not.
You know, because a lot of them do get the breast and the bottom, but they stay out their face for the most part. And look at little Kim. You know, she went. You know,
look what happened who to else Michael messed Jackson. Up their face. What's her name, Nina? Vivica.
Vivica A. Fox. But look what happened. Not only that, look what happened to Michael Jackson. Look what happened to Michael. But look what happened to Michael Jackson. He didn't even have a nose when he passed before he passed away. Yeah. His nose was peeling off.
Yeah.
Yeah. But look at the Kim.
Huh?
Look at Lakim.
That's right.
Lakim did a statement and said she regret all the plastic surgeries that she had done because she can't erase them now. Because guess what, Lakim? When you look in the mirror, you don't even know who you is. And I'm gonna say this: when you go before God, He gonna be like, "Who you?" You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't who I made. You know. But I want to say this, so you can drop me, Sharrell.
Okay.
Omarion them. Omarion them. But I want to talk about Marcus Houston, his brother.
Okay.
His perverted ass. He waited till this little girl. Listen, I ain't lying now. He was 30 years old. He was messing with this little girl for years. She was like 16 years old. He waited till she turned 18 and married her. Now, if that ain't a child molester, I don't know who is.
I don't know what to say. First of all, I didn't hear that. I didn't know about that.
He's been married to her now for probably 3, 4, 5 years.
And I'm not trying to throw shade, but Nina, do you think Chris just went to Raz B's room, skipped Fizz, skipped J-Boog? Do you believe? Yeah.
No, he got them all of them. He got them all of them. And Fizz is under suspicion anyway.
What do you mean?
He can go either way. To me.
Who told you that?
I'm saying me. I'm saying he under suspicion to me. I just think he ain't all the way rap tight. You know, I'm just saying. Just living your truth is something about him that gives me, know, body yada yada.
He's a jerk for sleeping with Omarion's wife.
No. She was a jerk for sleeping with his best friend.
Well, yeah.
You don't blame the man.
Yeah.
You blame her because she know that was wrong.
Yeah.
You know,
does that? Who does that? She came on one season with Omarion, and then the next season.
But look who she with now. She should have stayed with. Kept her mouth shut and not invited TMZ on her date.
She's with Tay Diggs, right? She's with Tay Diggs.
With Tay Diggs, but you know she was with what's the big rapper name? That had that big messy $20 million divorce.
Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre. She invited TMZ. She leaked it to TMZ that they was going out on a date. And when he found out, he kicked her to the curb. That's the money bag you should have been waiting on, because Tay Diggs, all right, but he ain't got all that, you know.
Right.
He need his groove back.
Well, I think that all churches need to be taxed so they can stop some of these jackleg preachers for just taking money.
You think the church needs to be taxed, Andrea?
I really do.
She's right. She's right. My church is not a nonprofit. I can tell you that we don't even do anniversaries. You know how they do the anniversaries? The pastor is the white, all women in white.
You want to tax church, Nina?
Why not?
But no. Our church, we went that route because we're non-affiliated. We're not with any organization. We do our own stuff. We're not nonprofit. If that happened, if everybody went that way, people wouldn't be asking for watches, motorcycles, airplanes, red bottoms.
Exactly.
At one time, they was wanting red bottoms.
Exactly. But you know what?
I thought, oh Lord.
The reason why I say that, because every time somebody mentions a church doing business, first they say, well, church is a business. Okay, if you're going to operate like a business, you pay taxes like a business.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay? That's all I want to say.
All right, y'all. Let me bring up the new crew. Thank y'all for calling in.
All right.
I'm in the chat. Bye.
Okay.
Bye, guys. They got some serious opinions. Is it Judgy? How are you?
Yeah. Hey, how are you?
Good. Hey, Biz. Oh, I'm sorry, not Buzz. Hi, Buzz.
Hey, what's up?
And one more. Hey, Smoke. Oops, I hit Smoke. Why you dressed like Phaedra today?
Because we about to eat on this panel here together.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. When you'll get it when you see what happens. We about to eat. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, that's what you're gonna say. Let me bring up another. Hey, Selena. Okay, let's start with you, Buzz. You're on mute. Can you hear us, Selena? No, we can't hear you. Let me let you try to do that. Buzz, what do you want to sound off on first?
First, I do want to agree with Mel. He's absolutely right. All these big profile pastors that's going around asking for all this nonsense is giving the little churches a bad name. Because there are a lot of smaller churches that really do need the money. They're struggling. They actually do good work. Like my father's church, struggling, can barely pay the light bill, but they still out here doing food drives, clothes drives, and all that. But these mega churches, these pastors get jets and everything. I don't see them giving back to the community. So, yeah. And we from Detroit, so I can go through a whole bunch of mega churches and talk. And we can talk about what they've actually given back to Detroit. We ain't going there.
Yeah.
And let's see. And then everybody with this whole thing about plastic surgery, it's really sad. I do believe, like you said, it's Hollywood. It's people tearing you down, especially with social media. First of all, Hollywood is already warping your mind, but now with social media and everybody in the comments just saying nasty stuff for clicking a view, it'll really warp your mind. And then Wendy, I'm done. I can't. I'm with you. Like, I'm following the story, but I just feel so bad because a lot of people want to be like, oh, she doesn't want to get help. And then part of me is I'm thinking that, but then also it's like I do believe it's a little bit of psychological plus substance abuse. So I don't think it's just that easy for us just to be like, oh, if she gets help, she'll be fine. If she just go to rehab, she's been to rehab.
I'm tired out. I can't talk about Wendy no more. I'm just done. I feel like Wanda. Me
too. I feel like her sister, and I honestly feel like they were saying, like Andrea and Nina were saying, we're watching her perish in front of our eyes, and it's really sad.
Smoke, I want to know what's your opinion on Tami Roman. I didn't mean to discuss her today, but we got a problem.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, no, but Tami explained it because she was actually on when the reel was still on. She explained like the reason why, I guess what triggered her body dysmorphia is she went to a modeling agency when she was like, I think 14 or 16. And the woman who was like, I guess the agent or booker, like just tore her to shreds and like took a marker or something and like circled spots on like she needs to fix this or she's too fat here. So because of that experience, that kind of started the ball rolling on Tami having the body dysmorphia that she has. So it's like, when we say, like we were saying, like you kind of look sickly, she'll take that as a compliment, like, oh, I look good, I'm thin. And just the way the body dysmorphia works in her mind, she takes what we think is negative is actually a positive to her.
Well, listen, if you know you have body dysmorphia, do you have to get help? If I know I got a problem, then why do I keep?
Because it's easier said than done. You know what I mean? It's so easy for outside looking in and be like, oh, well, get help. You got this issue. You know about it. Go get help. It's so much easier said than done.
She's working with a therapist, so it's a thing, but it's a constant thing that she has to constantly be in check of because it can get out of control. So, and then she works in entertainment, so it's like that kind of just exacerbates the whole thing. So it's just like, even when she's doing work and she's making progress because of the nature of her industry, she's always going to be looking in the mirror in her image and constantly poking fun. So it's hard thing for her to balance.
I feel bad. Selena, is Karlie Redd ugly now? Oh, still can't hear you.
I'm sorry. She's giving like handsome Squidward's sister. That's what Karlie is giving right now. No offense, and I watched her when she was on Scream Queens, but she's giving very much SpongeBob SquarePants, handsome Squidward sister.
Now, see, I need the sound effect machine for you on this one. You just had to do that.
Come on now. No. Sharrell, get a picture of handsome Squidward. Like, pull a picture of handsome Squidward next to Karlie Redd and tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying.
Carrie, I gotta do this. Oh, hell no. I'm sorry.
No, come on, Buzz. You know she looks different.
She does.
Hi, Judgy. Can you hear us now?
Yes, I can hear you guys now.
Hold on. Let me see if Selena fixed her problem. Selena, say one more thing. Oh, we still can't hear you. No.
Oh, Selena.
Call back in, Selena. Call back in. So funny, Squidward.
Wow, she's trying too.
So I just really wanted to quickly sound off. Wendy Williams, I feel like we are watching like an icon perish. I saw her last July. I think I said this on your show, but even then she wasn't well. She needed someone. I know she has the leg. I don't know what the correct disease is, so I'm not going to mess with that, but they had to help her from every place that she walked. The only time that she walks somewhere by herself is when she does that first immediate walk-in. Everywhere else, there's like a man on her shoulder helping her walk, like not even 2 feet away.
I mean, Buzz and I have been following the story, but we're tired. Wendy doesn't want to help Wendy.
Wendy's old. She's past half a century. She needs to take care of herself. And honestly, all we got to do is just hope that she gets it together. And even more so, the fact that she's crying about this money situation shows that she didn't do the investments that she should have done years ago. Because if she had a life insurance policy, she could have got a life insurance policy on herself or on her son or anything.
That's
and
right.
She could have been
She still
funding
doesn't
her
have
lifestyle.
access to her money. I forgot about that. That's true.
And Sharrell, I will say this: no matter what state that lady is in, she does not forget about her money. She will tell you, "I still need my money." So yeah, it's still an issue.
So if she would have went ahead, set up $1 million or $5 or $20 million policy for her son, being that maybe he was the only well person, she could have been pulling money out of that at this point to be able to sustain life and not be, in a sense, being trafficked around at this point. I do want to touch on those BTQ boys. I honestly, they all got touched. Y'all can't tell me nothing.
Agreed.
There's no way a somebody who's a predator like him. If there's 4 doors that have that prime real estate for you, he knocked on every door.
Judgy, but they shared a room, so he basically only had to knock on one door to get to all of them. To be honest,
exactly. So if he did it with all y'all in the room,
but did you guys see how affected Raz B was?
I think
he got the worst of it. Most likely.
I believe him because ain't no man gonna lie about being touched like that.
Oh, I definitely believe him.
And put it out there in public.
But it's almost like he can't function. I think he needs therapy. He's very affected by what happened to him. It's just a shame. It's just a shame what happened.
Someone needs to create the surviving Chris Stokes, and he should be like an executive producer on that. I think that will be the start of that healing.
I don't think that's gonna help him. I really think that this is more so something that needs to be done more privately so he can collect his thoughts and be well, because putting himself back out there in a documentary fashion like that and out there for scrutiny for his story and out here those dates don't add up, y'all weren't on tour then or this and that, because
he
right now
very fragile.
It's all very fragile, and he's trying to put these pieces together to tell a story would be ineffective right now. I think we just need to believe that something happened to him and just hope that he goes get help. Because at this point, I don't think that there's nothing we can do besides, and we as the public, we're not nice. I saw y'all in the comments. Y'all not nice.
Exactly.
We're terrible. Watch this. Selena, is Cardi B ugly now?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, she hit. She looked like Young Jock. She hit.
No, Selena is saying what people are thinking, what people in the comments say. Cardi B messed up. I mean, Karlie Redd messed up.
Yeah, she was beautiful before it. She didn't need it.
She was gorgeous.
She was. But again, it goes back to that body dysmorphia thing. And it's so funny that Wendy's on our topic list today because I remember watching her movie, and if anybody remember that scene when her and Kevin, when she was telling him about how she was going to get breast implants, he was like, "You're beautiful. You don't need that." And she was like, "I don't want to hear about the ugly swan."
True.
She was like, I'm tired of my outside, not looking at my inside. That's body dysmorphia when you think you look a certain way, but you don't, you know? So she's always had this thing from when she was a child about her weight and her looks. So it's like, it's so much going on. And like I said, Hollywood does not help. And this social media makes everything from bad to worse when it comes to stuff like that.
Okay, Selena, I haven't given you a chance to sound off. What you want to sound off on?
On the mask, Karlie. Like, Karlie, I never liked her, Karlie. I thought she was just a troublemaker, and she always tried to.
Hold on, Selena. Did you just call Karlie the mask?
Yes.
Yeah, she the mask. That's what she looked like.
We're going to hell.
Take the wheel. Take the wheel. Take the wheel, Jesus. Just take the wheel.
But you know what she looked like? Remember that movie with Cher, and she had that son with the disformed face. What was that movie called? She looked like that dude.
Bus stop.
I'm about to look up that movie. I cannot remember the name of that movie.
Oh my goodness.
What movie?
It's called The Mask by Cher.
It's called The Mask, and then but you know, Jim Carrey got one called The Mask too. So I just want to make sure I'm talking about the one with Cher. That's the one she looked like. She like Cher's son and that version of The Mask. Not Jim Carrey's version of The Mask.
No, Jim Carrey.
Blessed assurance. Jesus is mine.
I never liked her. I'm
what
sorry.
Of glory divine.
Smoke, stop. I mean, we can't help it. She did it, and we're just being honest.
Why you keep posting the picture, Sharrell? Stop posting it.
I hope y'all like your shower to hell extra hot.
I'm gonna be afraid to look at my closet. Look like something that hides in the closet.
Like she's scary.
Oh my God. We are bad. Okay, Selena, what else did you? We are bad. We are.
And about little Raz B from B2K, like I feel bad for him. Like he go through mad emotions. Like he did need like some help. I feel like they don't be taking him serious, like he lying or something. But like I don't think you would lie about something like that.
He's not lying. I think they don't want him to keep talking about it because we might get around to their part. Yeah. So
it's kind of obvious, even what Nina was saying about Little Fizz. I'm like, okay, he may like this one day, he might like poking, he might like getting poked the next day. I mean, that can happen from that. So I think there's another thing. I think his child's mother, I forgot her name, on Love and Hip Hop. She said that he like when they were like no, the other one, the one that he had issues with, that they have his son. Yes. I'm not sure if she did it on a live. I heard something where when he's intimate with his partners, he doesn't like them anywhere near his butt or touching his butt whatsoever.
Who, Fizz?
Oh.
Yeah. So that right there is like, that is a trigger point. That's a sign to me that something happened that he's very like, if you go anywhere, like it's just like he goes off. So I believe that.
I hated him, and you got served too. So I couldn't understand him.
I mean, it's just a sad situation. You could tell Raz B's very fragile. The whole group, all the arguing and bickering and can't get along. They need counseling. All of them.
They need Ayana.
Y'all tired of Ayana out. She ain't coming back to fix nobody's life. Y'all fix your damn lives your damn selves.
Y'all ran that lady through the mud. Y'all talked about her. Y'all dragged her till she said no more. Not on her.
And now they want her back. Now they want her back. They should have go watch the reruns like the rest of us and take the lesson she was trying to give them. And not only that, I want to add something, Sharrell. Wendy hasn't technically been the same since Tabitha said that prayer about her coming after her husband.
Oh my God. Yeah. Wait, what prayer? What Tabitha?
Because Tabitha Brown, because Wendy tried to come for Tabitha and the fact that she works and her husband retired, and Tabitha said this prayer, like, bless her heart, Lord. Like, she was just so nice and nasty with it, and Wendy has not been the same since that prayer. Don't touch the anointed.
Basically, Wendy, what happened was the lady, Tabitha Brown just got all these endorsement deals, and she said, well, my husband, he's a law enforcement. He risks his life every day. So I'm going to retire him so he can chase his dreams. Wendy was like, don't do it. Take it from me. You do not want to spend all your money on your man. And people was like, well, why you coming for her? Why you deflecting? Like, everybody took it as her deflecting, which she was. But yeah, when Telfa Brown got at her for talking about her marriage, she ain't been the same. He right.
I want to comment on that pastor too. Like, it's given Pastor Woodbond from P Valley. That's what's given. It's giving that him. Because like,
I don't know what I'm gonna do. Honestly, it's giving that broke uncle that be trying to steal like kids dollars from the kids, like steal their ice cream money. That's what it's given.
I want to read this really quick. Someone said, Sharrell, you're going too far with the face transplant women. You sound like the Mean Girls. Is it nice? Think of a person who hears this. I'm sorry.
She's not sounding like the Mean Girls. She's speaking the truth. Like, Cardi looks
here's the thing. We are too.
What you want me to say? You want me to say she looks good? She does not.
My thing is we've gotten too sensitive and too politically correct. Like sometimes we have to like speak the truth, and it's gonna be uncomfortable. I get that, but to sit here and be like, "Oh, she looked good," like that's just a lie from the pits of hell. That's even worse.
And then what if with the little people that be watching Love and Hip Hop, and then they see her and then they be like, "Oh, maybe like I should get that." Like
right. We're preventing anyone else from making this mistake. Leave your face alone. Maybe a nose job. That's it. I wouldn't be messing with my face. I just wouldn't.
She looked like a balloon.
Okay. Bye.
Okay.
Bye. All right, you guys. Thank you so much.
Bye,
oh my God. Smoke, you crack me up. Thank you, Buzz, for calling. I appreciate it. I am a mean girl. I can't. The Mask. If you've seen the movie with Cher, you would crack up. All right, you guys, please don't forget to like this video. I'm out of time. I can't. I was going to put up the picture of the mask. I'm not going to do it. I got to stop. I got to stop myself. I am being too mean. If I didn't get to your call backstage, I'm so sorry. I'm completely out of time. I wanted to thank everyone for your super chats. You don't have to support the channel. Oh my God. But you do. The mask is just so bad. So thank you for the super chats. If I didn't get to your call, I'm all disoriented. The mask cracks me. I can't. That's like very funny to me. It's funny. All right, you guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Again, please don't forget to click that like button. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until next time, bye for now.